Hi all, this is video 2 in the skin series and it's going to deal with the biology of the skin. So I want just to make sure that we have a basic understanding of this amazing thing that covers this. So we're going to be dealing with skincare products, so let's try and understand the need for those products and how the skin works a little bit. So the first thing that I want to enlighten you with, I guess, is that the skin is the largest organ in the human body. You probably knew that already. It's a living, breathing, changing thing, and it actually makes up 12% of your body weight. So the skin is huge, the skin is massive, it obviously covers everywhere you can see, but it goes deeper, there's more to it than just what you see with the naked eye. So hopefully you should be seeing right about now a little picture of the skin and the layers of the skin. So let me just explain that picture to you a little bit. So you can see labelled on the right hand side, you've got all the layers, the strata, layers of the skin. So we have the epidermis at the top, we have the dermis which sits below that, subcutaneous tissue, and then muscle below. So there are an awful lot of things going on in that picture. The bit that we are really interested in is the epidermis. So if you look to the left of that picture, in the labelling you will see the 5 different layers of the epidermis. So we have the stratum corneum at the top, that's the dead crispy layer of skin cells, they're just sitting there, they are what we can exfoliate away. You have the stratum lucidium, which you actually have most of on the palms of your hands. It's thicker, clear, dead skin cells, but they provide protection. You have the stratum granulosum, which is skin cells that are pretty much dead but still have a little bit going on in there. Stratum spinosum and stratum basale, or basal layer. Your basal layer is where your newer skin cells are produced. So as I don't know if you know about the skin cell turnover cycle that happens, but basically skin cells start life, or skin cells in the epidermis rather, start life in the basal layer as nice juicy living skin cells, and as they progress and they drift up the different layers, they then come to the top, and every single time they progress up a layer they get squashed flatter and flatter. There's less liquid, there's less going on until they reach the stratum corneum and they're completely dead, and we shed them off. And that process is happening all the time. As we age, that process of skin cell turnover slows down. So when you're 16, your skin cell turnover is very, very fast, which is why at 16 you have nice, lovely, smooth, soft skin. You don't really have any dry patches, you certainly don't have any lines and wrinkles. And as we age, like everything else, as you get older, these things take a bit more time. So skin cell turnover starts to slow down as we age. And so those dead skin cells on the stratum corneum, on the very top layer, cling on for longer and longer and longer. So it's so important, especially with, from the age of 30 plus, really, that we're exfoliating regularly. And it helps to get rid of that top layer of dead skin cells that we just don't really need. They're just going to make you look dry, tired, dull, older than you are. We can get rid of them. So you're just helping the skin to do its own natural thing by exfoliating regularly. So that's the very basics of the top layer of the skin. And when we apply products to the skin, they really only go into the very top, stratum corneum, maybe into stratum lucidium. All right, they certainly don't go any further than that. To get product to go further down into the dermis, into the blood supply, you normally need some kind of, it normally needs to be a medical device or electrical device that pumps product and pumps something further in. I'm not even going to go into that, you don't need to know, but we certainly cannot claim to pass product deep down into the skin layers, into the dermis. We can't claim that because they will not go that far. So when you apply product, and you'll see this on, I don't know if you ever noticed, on adverts, on telly, have a look at body lotion adverts and things. Keep skin feeling hydrated 48 hours. In one of the bottom corners along the bottom of the screen, there'll be a little star and it will say stratum corneum only. So that's just the very top layer of dead skin cells that you're moisturising. So if you can exfoliate most of those off to start with, that product will go a little bit deeper and work a little bit better. But yeah, your product goes to the very top few layers of the skin, and that is it. Fantastic. So I want to just whiz through some functions of the skin for you as well, because it's important to know what the skin does. It doesn't just sit there shedding dead skin cells, it works for you, and it does an awful lot of things for you. So hopefully there'll be another graphic coming up about now. So the functions of the skin we can remember with the word shapes. So the S stands for sensation. So your skin allows you to feel touch, heat, cold and pressure. Alright, so you've got nerve endings obviously that come through, but your skin allows you to feel those. H is for heat regulation. So your skin helps you to control your body temperature through sweat glands that you would have seen on the previous picture, and the erector pili muscles. And I don't know if you noticed those. Your erector pili muscles wrap around every single hair on your body. Every single hair has its own muscle attached to it, and that muscle acts like a big lasso, and it pulls that hair into an upright position when you're cold. And hairs standing up on end will trap pockets of air against your skin to help to keep you warm. Skin is an amazing thing. Can you see why I'm really passionate about it? So the A stands for absorption. So your skin will absorb ultraviolet rays. Your skin will absorb products, but only down to the top couple of layers. Your skin will absorb essential oils, like aromatherapy oils. And it will also absorb medications, but as I said, we usually need something else to help administer those. The P stands for protection. So your skin protects you from all sorts of things. Obviously it protects your muscles and your organs from the outside world. So your skin protects you by producing melanin, and melanin is what gives you that tanned colour. I have very little melanin. I am pale and pasty white. People with darker skin tones or people that tan well in the sun have more melanin. Their skin produces more to protect them more effectively. Your skin also has something called the acid mantle. The acid mantle sits just below the surface level of your skin, and it protects you from bacteria and from moisture loss. Alright, so your skin does a massively important job in protecting you, so we need to help you protect it. The E stands for excretion. So excretion of waste products and toxins via your sweat, so that's via the sweat glands again. And the S stands for secretion. So your skin secretes sebum, which is oil, natural oil, and sweat. And both of those things help to keep your skin lubricated, but also both of those things form the acid mantle, which is what protects you from bacteria invasion. Phew! Okay, the skin is pretty complicated, but it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. I love teaching about the skin, I love reading about the skin, and we need to be protecting our skin, taking care of our skin. So hopefully that's just given you a tiny little glimpse into the world of skin. The next video that I'm going to do for you is going to be skin types and skin conditions, how they're different and how you can identify them. Alright, any questions, please let me know. Comment below and I will answer as and when I can. Bye.